If we gotta put up with when they're in the snow, we might as well celebrate it and make it pretty. Let me change this. I'm up there in the corner. Today we're gonna make a kitchen towel, and we're gonna use the Snow Place Like Home transfer. And I am going to do something I wouldn't normally do, but I suggested it actually to a couple of customers at workshops, and I really liked it. Typically for this kind of transfer, I would use more than one color. Like I would, you know, do brown for the limbs of the snowman, and an orange carrot nose, and a black top hat, and maybe blue for the words to represent snow and cold. But I just thought, I made the suggestion to someone at a workshop to use all black on one of the designs she was doing, and I loved it. Hi, that. I'm going to the post office tomorrow to mail out the rest of your stuff. I sincerely apologize. I don't know what happened there. I think it's, I don't know, timing or something. I don't know, but I apologize, but I'll get some colors out to you for sure. All right, now on to this. We're going to be, instead of chalk paste like we were using yesterday, you know, all of these chalk paste colors, today I'm going to be using ink. Ink works with the transfers just like the chalk does. However, there's a couple of differences. It is permanent. Has anyone seen me use ink before? Ink is used on fabric like these kitchen towels. It's used on surfaces like my t-shirt, pillowcases, banners. You've seen me use it probably if you've been watching me for any amount of time. But I like doing these kitchen towels, and I thought I am going to use the snowman on one of them. So here's what you need. You need something to put underneath your kitchen towel to keep it stabilized and to keep the ink from going through to the opposite side. So I use an ink mat because it's sticky on one side. It keeps the fabric stabilized. You could also use a Cricut mat or a silhouette mat if you do anything like that. So the first thing we're going to do is open up this towel and find the center. And it's easy to find because of the creases. So I want this thing to be, actually I want this to be at the top. All right, so this center crease is the center of my towel. So I'm going to center that on to the ink mat. And see how when you smooth it out, it gets out the wrinkles because of that stickiness of that ink mat. Okay. And I'm going to get out a transfer. Now these have all been used. I use these at workshops. And I am going to see how sticky this particular one is because I'm going to show you a trick. If you have a transfer that's gone beyond the more than 8 to 12 time use, and it's still in good shape and you still want to use it, but it might not be as sticky as you like, this one seems to have quite a bit of stick to it. So I think we're going to be okay. If it didn't, what I was going to do was spray some pixie spray on my towel to make sure that I got a good adhesion. And all I would do is just, I'll show you a little bit. I don't think this one's, oh, it has been opened. I would just real lightly spray that. It just will ensure that your transfer gets a good stick to it. You know, if it's a used transfer, but this one has been used, but it still has quite a bit of stick left to it. So it should be good, but it's important, especially working with ink and fabric, that you have a good stick, because you don't want any gaps or wrinkles, bubbles, anything, because that will cause an ink smudge. And unlike a chalk smudge, ink smudges are permanent. You can't really fix them because the ink is permanent. All right, I think I've got a good stick. Now I'm trying to decide what color. I thought I was going to do all black, and then I looked at the colors that I have. I'm like, oh, Maybe I'll use Tide. Does anybody have a thought? I know there's quite a few of you watching. Say hi when you come in. Thanks for watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Please share so that any friends that you have that might enjoy seeing this will get notified and take a look and see what's going on. I think I'm going to go with my gut and just do black. And maybe we'll do another one in a different color. Okay, so I've got a good stick. I want to keep my ink away from my towel so as not to make any mistakes or boo-boos, because like I said, the ink is permanent. All right, here's another trick to using ink. When you're applying the ink, you want to start off of the silkscreen area, like start on the blue and bring it down over. And you don't want to work it too much. You just want to get the silkscreen areas covered. You don't want to go like this and keep working it. No, it's not a paintbrush, it's a squeegee. It's like buttering toast. You want to do long, clean, even strokes, okay? Just like this, all right? That's the #1 mistake people make, is they just work it too much and they put too much on. So here we go. I'm gonna get a disinfecting wipe ready because I'm a messy crafter. And I wanna make sure my hands stay clean. So, ink, unlike chalk paste, you never have to add water to it. You don't have to stir it. It's always the right consistency. So I'm loading up ink on my squeegee. And like I said, I'm gonna start up on the blue and wipe it down and lay my squeegee down so that the ink can get on the silkscreen areas, and then squeegee on a thin layer. Going back for more. So when you lay down their squeegee this way, it gets the ink on and then up higher to get it thin. See what I mean? Like it's laying it on and then up higher, more perpendicular to the surface to get it thin. See what I mean? Now you just want to be extra careful at the edges. That you don't go off the edge, and because you can't really erase it. You might be able to get off a little bit with hairspray, but it's not easy. So try not to get it where you don't want it. Okay. Now I'm just going to give this a once over. Make sure all my white silkscreen areas are covered. And I don't have any globs. And it looks good. Now, before I remove it, I want to take a look at my hands and see if there's any ink. And always check your fingernails, because you're going to go to grab that transfer. You want to make sure you don't get ink on your towel where you don't want it. So I'm going to get a corner and work it down. Checking, making sure I have no ink. And if you do make a mistake, don't panic. You could always cover it with something. Snowflake, I don't know, a star. I've done stuff like that. I just keep checking to make sure that I've got no ink. Just keep working this down. There you go. Another difference between the ink and the chalk paste, you have a little bit more play time. You don't have to move as quickly with the ink as you do with the chalk paste as far as removing the transfer. There's more time to get that removed. Another difference, it takes longer to dry. This ink will take a little bit of time to dry. Now when you're removing this transfer, just be careful and make sure you lift it up, because here, look what happened. There's a little bit of ink down there. I'm not overly concerned with that. Again, checking my fingers. I'm gonna lift this off the mat. And then the mat can be wiped with just plain water. Don't use a disinfecting wipe on that. I'm putting that towel behind me. And then I'm gonna just spray that with water. Get a paper towel. And I got some on my work mat, no problem. It's ready to go for the next time, all cleaned up. Hi, Diane. You don't mind if I made a few mistakes. Okay, let me put this to the side and bring back my towel. I do like him in all black. Let me grab my dryer. Then to heat set this, you could use a regular household iron on the hottest setting and press, just keep moving the iron around for about 3 or 4 minutes and then do the other side. Or you can use a Cricut Easy Press if you have one. And that's what I use, and it's 30 seconds at, let me check the temperature. I don't have it plugged in. I think it's 305 degrees. 310 degrees, 30 seconds. I do both sides. Lay parchment paper down on top of it. That's it. And then it can go through the washer and the dryer, and it's permanent. You did? Amazon. I don't know why Amazon would have it. Are you sure that it was Chalk Couture chalk paste? Chalkology paste? Because you should only be able to get that through a designer. Oh, good, Diane. Oh, yeah, and the medium banner, that's perfect. Oh, I bet that's so pretty. I can't wait to see. I really like this. I like this in black. I'm glad I did it in black. And that's all you have to do. Once it's dry, just heat set it with the iron, and you are good to go. You can make a bunch of these for gifts too. But I thought it's perfect for this time of year. You know, especially if you don't use Christmas colors. There's nothing Christmassy about this if you don't use Christmas colors. It's just perfect for winter. And that's it. Oh, okay, another kind. Okay. Let's see if I can get this plugged in. I'm going to plug in my Easy Press and show you how easy this is. Does anybody have a Cricut Easy Press? I love it. Okay, so here's the mat. So I'm going to move this guy. My mat up here. My Easy Press is heating up. While it's heating up, I'm going to finish drying this. what I typically do on inking projects, and you've probably seen me do it, is I wait overnight typically before I iron it. Close up my ink before a disaster happens. I think we're supposed to get some snow on Saturday. It stays tacky for a little bit, but boy, it does seem to be dry, and this heat gun really helps. Yeah, that's pretty well dry. Awesome. And then I don't have parchment paper up here, but I do have this like silicone type mat that came with, I think it came with my Easy Press. I'm not even sure, but it could be used, and it's just a barrier. Let's see what the temperature is. This thing heats up pretty fast. It's at 205 already. And so I would typically wait for that to heat up to 305 and then, or 310, and then I hit that for the timer for 30 seconds. Just cover my whole design. This is I think this is the biggest size Easy Press. There's 3 sizes. There's a tiny, cute little one. Well, there's actually 4. And a teeny, tiny little one for like hats and shoes. And then there are 3 sizes, and this is the biggest. I used to have a heat press, but once I got these, there was no need to have that big clamshell type, you know, that they have at t-shirt shops. I didn't need that. This is the big one. I do not sell the sticky spray. I got this from Amazon. Just look for any kind of repositionable adhesive spray. Yeah, this is a big heavy one. See, it's got, there it is, telling me it's at 305, and then I would do it for 30 seconds. Ouch, that is hot. Okay, there it is. Then I would also flip it over and do the other side. And there's the timer for 30 seconds. Trying to think. I don't think I have the other Easy Presses in here. They must be in the other room. And the cute little one. Oh my gosh, it's like triangle shape. It's adorable. I don't know where that is. Really cute for like hats. It's perfect for shoes. People doing sneakers. That kind of thing. You know, quilting. I use it for quilting to press the seams open. That's my favorite use for it. I'm going to shut this off. And let's see. There he is. What did I get on there? I thought this was just water, but I don't know what it is. So this will be mine. But isn't it cute? What color would you do the snowman? If you were going to do all one color, I thought, oh, maybe that would be pretty. But I'm really liking the black. You have the middle size one, okay. You want the big ones, Kaylee? Ah. Yeah, it's good for bigger projects, that's for sure. It's nice. You know, for t-shirts, it's perfect. It's perfect for t-shirts. And even pillow covers. It's good for everything, really. Pillow covers. But that's it. That's the project for the night. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate it. Wasn't on in a VIP group this morning like I said I would be. I had to. I had family things that I had to do, so I apologize for that. But I will be back around noontime tomorrow in the VIP group, and as promised, I'm going to show you how to make the gnome, not the Chalk Couture gnome, but like a gnome with fur and a cone, you know, styrofoam cone and felt. What color were you holding? I was holding Tide. This one's called Tide. Isn't that pretty? I thought, oh, that would make a neat snowman too. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? I guess it depends on your, kitchen colors or wherever you're going to put them. But I thought I would just go with the black and white for now. He's cute. All right, that is it. Like I said, I'll be back at noon in the VIP group. Comment VIP if you would like an invitation into there and you're not already a member. Tell me club if you would like to hear more about Club Couture. I am sending out tomorrow. I got my envelopes today. My gifts, my quarterly gifts for the Club Couture members get treated even extra special. So comment club if you want more information about that. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Good night.